Hey, what is up, my ASMR and fragrance family? It is your boy, your whispering perfume pimp, Christopher Cologne, and I am back with another video. So, what I have is something totally different. This is just gonna be a ramble. So, the only cologne I got, which I wasn't even planning on doing a cologne, but I'll do one. Oh shit, that was a close one. That would have been loud because I was pulling it out by the cap and then the cap came off. But yeah, so I'll just go ahead and do a little quick thing. This is Michel Germain's Sexual Pour Homme. This is the original, and this one is very vanilla praline. It's a really good one. Spray for me, spray for y'all. I love this one. So, but yeah. Okay. And that was, sorry, I had to pause it and do something, but yeah, that is Sexual Pour Homme by Michel Germain. I think that's probably my favorite out of all of them. So, okay, so my girl keeps texting me and it keeps coming up on the screen, but okay, so we got the cologne out the way. So this is a ramble on something that I've kind of been going back and forth on if I was going to do a video or not. You know, last year I did a couple videos on mental health and all that, and I really couldn't talk about it the way I wanted to. My articulation was way off because, for one, I'm not good at articulating stuff when I'm just talking to a camera, and for two, I was having a lot of problems last year. I was having a lot of medical stuff go on. My head was feeling really bad and all that, and I'm still getting the stuff, but it's not as bad as what it was last year. And I think it was my gallbladder. I think it was poisoning me pretty much. So, which we can get into that, and I'll tell y'all all my hypotheses and or theories or whatever on, you know, different stuff that's going on with me and how I think with. I know I'm not no doctor, but still, you know, if you start learning about the human body, you don't have to be a doctor to have common sense. So, I mean, that's like if I was to listen, if I would have left it up to some of the doctors I've had over the years, I'd have been dead a long time ago. So, yeah, me pushing and me learning things and everything is probably a big reason why I'm alive, other than where I got hit by the car, because granted, I did have good surgeons and I have had good doctors over the years, but I have had a lot of doctors that I don't understand how in the fuck they have their medical license. So, but yeah, so anyway, there's a saying that I can't stand. It is okay to not be okay. Now, I know what I'm talking about is taking it really literal, because I don't think it's actually meant for that, but still, I don't like the saying. So it's okay to not be okay. Truth is, it's not okay to not be okay. Now, you might not be alone, which you're not alone if you're not okay, or whoever it is not alone, because all of us have been not okay at some point in our life, you know. Maybe it's been once, maybe it's been twice, maybe we've struggled with it our whole life, like me. I've struggled with it since I was about 15 years old, and I'm 41 now. And it's been something that I've went back and forth with over the years. Sometimes stuff causes me to not be okay, the depression and all that. Sometimes it's just my brain, you know, and I know diet has something to do with it and everything like that too, because I have noticed the cleaner I eat, the less my brain tries to mess with me. So you start looking into all these dyes and everything like that, and you know, different things when it comes to our food that the FDA lets in it. And I mean, I'm pretty much speaking for Americans on this one right here, but you know, what you take into your body has a lot to do with, you know, the results that you get as far as mental and physical and everything, you know. use me as an example for some of this. So it's not just because I want to talk about myself, but like, I've struggled with this since I was 15. I got hit by the car when I was 14. Spent a few months, healing up and this and that and everything, and healed quicker than what the doctors were saying, and ended up, instead of being in a wheelchair for a year and a half, I was back up to walking, attempting to walk in like 6 to 8 weeks and everything. So yeah, but I got hit in February of '97. That summer I turned 15, and I fucking lost it after that. So the car is what, between getting hit by the car, dying, dealing with, oh my God, there's nothing after this. Everything just went black. And, I still got bullied some and everything like that. And I ended up on a lot of drugs, and it cost a lot of shit. Now, the Chiari could be another reason why my brain messes with me, because I have times where I should be okay, I should be fine, I should be happy, have a lot of peace of mind and everything, and I just don't. So, but yeah, so the Chiari could have something to do with it, and the fact that I had a minor head injury, which I think I had worse than that when I got hit, I've had concussions, all that, I think all that plays a role. But, yeah, so there's no reason, and then there's other reasons, like, like I said, my brain just messing with me, and then there's reasons like where I got hit by the car, and, whenever I was married, I was with a girl for 15 years, we had our ups and downs and everything. She left in 2010, I damn near committed suicide then, ended up on the railing of a bridge, timing out the cars, because I wasn't 100% that the fall would fully kill me. So I was like, if I jump and land right in front of a car, I'll be good. That'll be that. I'm done. So there was that, which my kids clicked in my head, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? So I got down. Then there was another time, because we fully split in 2015 and got a divorce and everything in 2016, and that was that, and all that really messed me up, but I got over it. But during that time, I ended up with taking like damn near like 50 lorazepam, and I put them in my mouth, and which I even have a song where I end a verse talking about this, but yeah, I put them in my mouth, and I was getting ready to swallow them, and if y'all know anything about lorazepam, y'all know they dissolve quick too. So, yeah, they were dissolving, and I was getting ready to swallow them and everything, and I was just like, no, I can't do this. My kids. So my kids clicked. I spit them out and everything, and and I didn't do it. So, and then about close to around 2020, my kids started moving in with their mom and everything, and even though I got over everything from the divorce and all that shit, that just put me in another world, and I've been going downhill more and more and more since. And I'm not going to get into the details, but when your family, when your kids is what you become, pretty much, and then the relationship falls apart, and you're pretty much alone the majority of the time, it really, really messes with you, and you're not being okay can become even worse. So I've ended up introverting myself more, which or at least I was a very extroverted person. The more I socialize and all this, even though I've pretty much felt like I didn't fit in my whole life, even with people I love and everything. it still helps being around people. So, but yeah, the more introverted I've gotten, I've become, the worse I've become. So, you know, that's like this guitar back here. I bought this guitar in like March or April, I think it was, of 2021, which I have 2 guitars back there. I don't know if you can see the Jackson. I haven't even played my Schecter 7-string, which is this one right here. I haven't even played that one yet. Well, maybe I did. I've only messed with that thing maybe like 5 times in coming up on 3 years. So, but that's what depression and not being okay does. I can smile in your face, laugh and everything, and the whole time I'm ready to cry. I'm sitting there thinking about all kinds of messed up shit to do, you know, to where I could just end it. But so yeah, not being okay is not okay. And it sucks because sometimes you can't, sometimes no matter what you do, it's almost like you can't change it. I almost wonder, is depression a normal feeling and being happy an abnormal feeling? So, because from looking at everything and listening to other people and everything like that, it's almost like this feeling maybe is not even depression, maybe it's just normal. But as we get older, as we end up getting older and we start seeing the world for what it is, and we lose that upbeat, naive, ignorant energy. And I don't mean ignorant as in like you're just stupid. I mean it as like you don't know. You know, when we're younger, we don't know. We're ignorant. So things seem a whole lot better. But then as we get older and we see the real of life, then a lot of us start feeling this, like, I don't know, some people describe it as pain, some people describe it as numb, and I suppose that's what depression is, a pain / numbness. But yeah, it's just, we start feeling that more and more, and I kind of wonder, is that normal? Is the upbeat, happy feeling the abnormal? So, because that's just like, you look at a lot of things in life, and what we look at as normal, or what we try to say is abnormal and this and that, is actually what's normal. So, like, I ain't gonna get into that. We could do that for another video, but because I can come up with some crazy shit on that. But yeah, so I wonder, is depression and everything really normal? But either way it goes, it doesn't feel good. It's not a good feeling, and it sucks. And sometimes we get to a level that, like, there's pretty much nothing you can do. I mean, there's so many different ways to try to fix it, and for everybody it's different, you know. For some people, it's all you got to do is change perspective. But perspective, I think, also comes along with how your brain is wired, because it kind of goes along with it. It's kind of on the same lines as like beliefs or what you're attracted to or whatever. Like, you can't help who you're attracted to, you know. You just are. So, like, and no matter how much I've tried to change my perspective on things, I can't fully change it. No matter how much I've tried, and like, so it's similar to belief in that way. Like, no matter how much I want or have tried to change my belief, I end up believing the way my brain is wired, you know, to believe, I guess you'd say. So, but yeah, it's wired. I end up believing the way it's wired to believe. So, Like, I want to believe in the afterlife. I want to believe in the afterlife so bad that I'm not just going to end once I die. But no matter how much I've tried to believe that, I can't. It doesn't happen. So, yeah, so that I look at it like perspective is kind of the same way. Sometimes, or you can change it so much or whatever, but sometimes you're just not wired to change it, and that sucks. So, because perspective a lot of times is a big deal in how you feel. So, and then you got like exercise and working out, change of diet, that can help too. I'm not saying it's going to help all the way, but that can help. But yeah, you do have plenty of people that they work out, they do all that stuff and everything, and then they're still not okay. So, then some other ways to try are like go see a psychiatrist. For some people that works, for some people it doesn't. Like, I've been seeing one just to talk to, and it doesn't really seem like it's helped at all. But yeah, but it is nice to go and just talk to somebody and vent, which I'll vent to whoever, it don't matter. But whoever it is can also vent to me too. So I'm just one of those types of people. Unless I'm just in a really messed up mood. But yeah, for the most part, I've always been like that. I'll vent to you, you can vent to me. It don't matter. But yeah, and then there's socialization, like socializing and everything. But that don't always help. So it's just there's so many different things that can help, and then might help all the way, but don't. I guess it just depends on what it is that's causing you to not be okay. But yeah, it is not okay to not be okay. And we gotta start looking at it more as in fixing if you're not okay. Like, really trying to fix it. Not just trying to be like, oh, it's okay, I'm not okay, I can just keep, it'll be alright, because it's not always alright. If you're not okay, you gotta fix it. And I wish I had all the answers, because if I had all the answers, I would have done fixed myself, and it would make me feel good to where I could help fix others. But sometimes, or pretty much all the time, we don't have all the answers. We just don't. So, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of ramble on that. I've been going back and forth and everything on if I was going to make that video, so, and I just went ahead and decided earlier, yeah, I'm going to make it. But yeah, if y'all want me to talk about like my unalived attempts, we gotta get political. I keep seeing people say unalive and everything like that. Man, just call it for what it is, really. But yeah, if y'all want me to talk more about those and different things and everything, I can start hitting y'all up with videos on those. It's just I don't really do it because I've noticed pretty much anything I do going outside of the cologne, it doesn't really get viewed, so there's not much of a point for me to do it. So that's the reason why I stick mainly with the cologne, or one of the reasons why I stick mainly with the cologne. But yeah, so I'm gonna get off here, and I probably didn't even say everything I needed to say, because that's usually the way it goes. But yeah, I think I said a pretty good bit. I don't know what y'all think, but yeah, so, and if y'all want me to talk, hell, I already said what I was getting ready to say. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off here. If you're not okay, just know you are not alone. But whatever you gotta do to get better, do that. I'll see y'all next video.